What is up, guys? Welcome back to Disc Golf Weekly, and this week we again have a video sponsored by Dynamic Discs. It's going to be a review slash giveaway for you guys, so stay tuned till the end of this video to see how you can win the disc that we reviewed. That disc is going to be the Lucid Convict from Dynamic Discs. This one you can see has an Amateur Worlds stamp on there, and I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but it's really sweet. It's kind of like a silver and black, like smoky stamp. I don't know what it's called, but it looks awesome. As for how the Convict feels in my hand, the rim feels a little bit wider than your typical fairway driver feel. Something like a T-Bird or something like that. It feels a little bit thicker in the rim and a little bit shallower as well, which to me indicates that it's going to be a little bit longer and a little bit faster than something like a T-Bird or any of those kind of 7-speed fairway drivers. This seems like it would be closer to like an 8 or a 9-speed fairway driver. In terms of the actual feel, like in this part of my hand, it does remind me a lot of the Sear when I did the Sear video. The rim, the actual profile of the rim, to me it looks and feels very similar, but again it's wider, a little bit deeper than the Sear, but it's just kind of that same, everything's really smooth and rounded, super comfortable feel in your hand for sure. As for how the Convict flies, Dynamic Discs says it's one step below the Felon in stability, and the Felon is their kind of Firebird, super overstable 9-speed driver. And this definitely is not as overstable as a Felon. It's definitely less overstable than that for sure. But this, I didn't want to give this one away yet. I really wanted to keep messing around with this one and keep learning it for a while, because the flight had some really interesting characteristics to it. And I'm sure it could just be something that I'm doing, but it seemed that the harder I would throw it, the more overstable it would fly. And most discs, you know, the less power you put on them, the more overstable they're going to be. But this thing, it just seemed to like being thrown harder. I would absolutely say that this fills the spot in the Dynamic Discs lineup between their Escape and then the Felon. The Escape is their very straight, slightly understable, long fairway driver, and then the Felon, like we talked about earlier, is their Firebird, just meat hook, overstable fairway driver, excuse me. And this is absolutely right between the two. You can throw it with some hyzer and it'll stand up, and then it's going to fade out a lot more than an Escape would. It's more similar to the Escape than the Felon, in my opinion, but it's definitely, I mean, it's in the middle of those two for sure. So that's really all I wanted to talk about. I really just want you guys to see these clips of it. It was just really cool for me. I had never seen a disc where it's just you throw it harder and it flies more overstable. As you guys can tell, I've said it like 3 times already. It's cool. I've never seen that before. So we'll get you guys over to those clips. Come on back afterwards, and then we'll talk about how you can enter into this giveaway. Welcome back, everyone. like I said, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did throwing them, because that was a lot of fun. But enter into this giveaway. All you gotta do, one, just be a subscriber here at Disc Golf Weekly. That's easy. Step 2, in the comments below, leave me a comment with, you know, if there was a disc that you started off and you just didn't like it, and it was just kind of a weird, you couldn't get the hang of it, but then you threw it a couple more times and a couple more times, and it kind of, you started liking it more, and then you started getting used to it, and then you really, really liked that disc. You know, what disc was that? Whether it was a rock or a T-bird, or maybe for you it was the Convict or the Escape or something else. Just let me know what that disc is down below, and let me know how long it took you guys, because it definitely took me a couple times. It was probably 2, 3, maybe even 4 trips out to the field with this thing before I really started getting it down and really, okay, this is what I gotta do, this is how it's gonna react to it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned a little bit of something about the new Dynamic Discs Convict. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time guys, go get out and throw.